Hey everyone, Scott Auckerman here, and welcome to another fine Earwolf program on the Video Podcast Network. Stay tuned for
Improv4humans.
Oh, my favorite.
Improv4humans, folks, with Matt Besser. That's me. There I am. Oh, that's the camera I look in. Welcome, everybody. Wow, we got surprised going on there. But hey, that's what makes it a crazy improv show. Guys, I have the best improvisers in the universe here. Seth Morris, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
As you know, these days I'm taking intro questions from our listeners / viewers today. Let's see here. Let's go to the Twitter line. What's going on here? Let's see here. Okay, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ready.
Fuck.
I heard fuck. Okay.
What does that remind you of, Seth?
I'm far away from it. Okay. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen, Seth Morris?
Okay. This is gonna. It might have been a TV movie.
Really?
It was Linda Carter. It's the one that scared me the most. Linda Carter was Wonder Woman, right?
Yes, she was.
Okay. So, and the story was that she was involved in trying to track down this series of murders that took place whenever this actor was in a certain town, and it was leading up, and it was like you think it's going to be the actor,
Yeah.
and as it goes, it culminates with her being locked in this theater, and she's like, oh fuck, this guy's coming after me, and she
Actors always try to kill you in a theater.
she hears the footsteps, and all of a sudden she hears hello, and it's the voice of the actor's assistant, who's a nice guy.
And every actor has an assistant.
Yeah. So he comes around the corner, and he's got this grotesque makeup made to look like the actor, and you find out that he's been committing the murders, and he's obsessed with this actor guy. And I think it also involved with, like, he would cut these ladies' hair before he killed them. But for some reason, seeing that guy in that, like, garish... Because you know what else? It was like the second scariest movie I've seen, which is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, how she just... Betty Davis, she's like 70 and she acts like a little girl. It's so creepy.
Huh.
Yeah.
How do you think that's carried over into your life? Are you afraid of people who alter their faces? Are you afraid of getting prosthetics when you do a show?
I guess I'm scared of people with plastic surgery. You know, when they have those waxy Barry Manilow faces.
You picked the wrong city to live in.
I know.
Mookie Blaiklock.
Hey.
Was waiting for that comment.
Thank you.
I knew one of you guys would say it. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, I don't know if I want to know this. Some of these questions reveal
Are they
personality.
specific to... They don't know who's going to
No.
play.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't know.
Good.
But some of them give insight into the sociopathic minds of our listeners. Millsap wants to know, what's the worst thing you've ever done to a family pet? You know what I mean? Like, what's in Millsap's mind?
Yeah.
Millsap, are you watching right now? You stay away from those pets, Dexter.
See, I never had a family. We never had a family pet. I never had a pet growing up. I have 2 dogs now. But I.
Why didn't you have a family pet?
Well, my dad's excuse was that we lived on a main road. And that if a dog, I really wanted a dog very badly.
Yeah.
I was also an only child, so I had no brothers or sisters or anything. So I was like, please get me something to play with, something alive.
And he said no because it'll run out and get hit on the main
it'll run
road.
out and get. Yeah, he said if the dog ever got out of the backyard and into the front yard, it would guaranteed 100% run into the street and get run over by a car.
To avoid that one moment.
So.
I had a little dog, and we lived on a main road, or a main road was at the back of our house, and I have this image that's still in my mind of this little bitty poodle, is a peekapoo, Pekingese and poodle, like, 15 pounds, walking down because it got out, and we're like, where is it? And I ran down, and being out on this road with just tons of cars, and it just walking down the road right next to the cars, but survived. Your dad was wrong.
Whoa.
Got out on the main road and survived, folks.
And he was a dog lover too, so I feel like.
Your dad was a dog lover?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. No, he had
Based on what?
He had
was
a dog for like
He
many
was a
years.
Mookie hater.
He had a dog that for like many, many years since he was like 20 years old. Rufus, I've heard every story about him. He got put down when I was like a year old or something like that. It was like his favorite dog. I guess his only dog, but.
Let's cut to your dad explaining why we can't have a dog.
Okay.
Well, certain dogs attract cars.
We won't get one of those dogs, Dad.
All dogs are partly magnetic, and there's no way of avoiding this. All right?
You just said certain dogs.
Well, I misspoke. I'm trying to ease you into this. This is a tough life lesson, you know. There's the three big talks. There's don't do drugs, how are babies made, and are dogs magnetic. Every parent fears this moment. So forgive me if I'm not doing it perfectly.
But Dad, you said you were a dog lover, so why can't we have a life like your childhood and be dog lovers
I don't
too?
want your heart to get broken the way mine was. I have tried everything to find happiness since Rufus died. You know, I got married, I had kids, nothing works.
But you have
Nothing.
so many great Rufus stories. How old did Rufus live to?
He lived to be a good, like 17 years old.
That's great. It would be 17's really
But the
old
first
for a
time he
dog.
saw the outdoors was the first time that I mean upwards of 30 cars must have just come. I mean, these cars were it was like a sci-fi movie. They were turned around in their tracks and directed towards Rufus.
Dad, it sounded like he had a horrible death, but we'd like, right, guys, to have those same kind of memories. All the other 17 years leading up to that day.
Let me tell you about a memory. Rufus's eyeball rolling like a golf ball, and it hit my foot. That's when I first realized that he had died. And I followed the track of eyeball juice to what was Rufus. Now, does that sound like fun to you?
Couldn't you just go to where the big pileup of cars was?
In retrospect, I could have, yes.
Cut to the shelter. Well, I'm glad you talked your dad into at least coming down and taking a look.
Yeah, we want one that's not magnetic.
Oh, I can.
Are these
assure
walls lead?
No, actually. Well, we have all of our cages in an outdoor
Okay, let's go,
facility
Mookie. Let's go. Let's get away from here. There's gonna be a pile up in here any second now.
Listen, I just want to let you know that these dogs only have a limited staying time here. We can only keep them here for about 2 weeks, and then unfortunately we have to put them down. So anyone you would like to take, if you'd even like to foster for a
See,
couple
Dad,
of
they're
weeks.
gonna die anyway.
So here's a little guy right here.
Oh.
His name's Nappy because he likes to take a little nappy every afternoon. And
He doesn't seem magnetic, Dad.
he's a Chihuahua Jack Russell Terrier mix, and he's just the cutest
They're
little guy,
two
and everybody's
really smart
falling in love with
dogs.
him.
Please, Dad.
Oh God damn it!
He's not attracted to my watch.
Oh God damn it!
Or my
He
wallet
is melting
chain.
my heart. All right,
Come on, Dad. He's
Okay.
gonna
I
die
mean, how
anyway.
can you look in those
Okay.
eyes?
let's go.
Shall I drop some?
Mack truck coming. Are you happy now?
My shelter!
Are you happy
My
now?
shelter! I've worked so hard to build. No.
And scene. I can't believe that guy didn't build a safer shelter if he knew that was going to happen.
Built it on the main road.
Will McLaughlin, why is Lambada dance forbidden? You see, I don't like joke questions, guys. He can't answer that question.
I could, but it would be completely made up.
Yeah.
And the only answer would be the lambada is forbidden because it's like a 15-year-old reference.
Well played, sir.
Kevin Dauphin says, this is a very specific one. Do you own any alternate reality memorabilia like the 49ers Super Bowl champions hat or the Romney 2012 letterhead?
Ooh, that's a
yeah,
good one.
those things. Well, no, because I do not live in Africa or Haiti. I do. Oh God, what did I have? I had something that was. It wasn't alternate. Well, it was kind of an alternate reality. No, I don't have any of those like weird anachronistic things. Oh, actually, I was just talking about this earlier today. Well, here's 2 T-shirts I own that I'm kind of embarrassed that I own. The first was I got it in high school. And I thought it was so funny. And I saw it in an Army Navy store, and that probably or a military surplus store. I saw, and that should have been the sign that maybe this isn't a shirt to buy, but it had Adolf Hitler on it, and it said Adolf Hitler's European tour.
I remember that.
And it was like a concert tour shirt, and on the back it was like concert dates. And and it was like Poland, September 1st, 1939. But then it was like Russia canceled, and I thought, this is a funny history joke shirt. And then I wore it in college once, and everyone's like, "That's offensive" and whatever. I'm like, "Wait, it's a joke. It's an ironic thing." It's like, "No, there's Hitler on it." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I totally remember that shirt.
Yes, a shirt. You've seen this shirt before.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
God, yeah.
you do have to. It's very darkly satiric. You got to read the whole thing
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
that.
It's not something for a general audience. It's not. It's not something.
It's not a
like
treadmill
that.
shirt.
Yeah, and then I had this. It's not a treadmill shirt. And I had this one. I had to buy it, and it was when Marion Barry got arrested for his first cocaine. There, I lived in Savannah, Georgia, and before Savannah got there was this main street called Broughton, and it before it all got sort of gentrified. Now there's a Gap and a Banana Republic and all that crap there, but there were these weird little that's not what they call it, black owned stores. They were they catered to Heyman and Sons, $99 suit. And there was this one T-shirt I was walking by one day, and I had to get it. It was this very crudely silk-screened thing, and it was Marion Barry. It was Marion Barry on the witness stand screaming at, and what was her name? Her name was Rashida Wallace.
Oh, the woman that accused
yeah,
him
yeah,
of
the one,
prostitute
the model. She was a former
Right.
model or whatever, and it was. It said, and the first lines were, it was him, not lines obviously from the court transcripts, but it was him saying, "Rashida, bitch, it's called blackness and loyalty, and you don't turn on your own kind." And
The shirt was criticizing her? Is that what the
yeah,
idea was?
it was like, how dare you, Rashida, set up a fellow African American into this crack
and that was
sting.
that whole quote was on a
The
T-shirt.
whole quote was very crudely scripted, and I'm like, I gotta get this. I've got to get this shirt.
Where are you gonna
This
wear
is
that shirt?
in Savannah. I wore it in Savannah. But then it still got what are you doing wearing that shirt? I'm like, it's funny. It's a funny thing. This guy it's a mayor. He was convicted of crack, and they're on the mayor's side. Don't you get how funny that is? And it's like, no, I don't see the humor in that. So no, not an anachronism, but those are shirts from the past that I've owned. That
Good answer.
I have.
Good answer, folks.
Alternate reality, though. I'll have to look for those.
Yeah.
I have an Osama bin Laden non-ironic shirt from Africa.
Oh.
Don't wear it out.
People
It was given to
people
me.
praising Osama bin Laden.
It says, I think it says Osama bin Laden is rebel, or leader, or something like that.
I think Eli came back from Africa
he
with
gave
a
it
wallet.
to
Oh,
me.
he gave it
He
to you.
gave it
There
to
you go. He used to carry that
It's
wallet
like-
around with Osama on it. And I'm like,
This shirt right
no.
here, I get in trouble.
Never trust a hippie,
Never
Jesus.
trust a hippie with Jesus with a handgun and some whiskey. And I make sure I only wear it on certain days. I'm not going to really see the public much. All right, folks, let's jump into the Twitter line. Let's get some suggestions. Yeah.
Here's your one-word suggestion.
Thank
from
you,
Twitter.
Robot. TJ says, shag nasty.
Sorry.
People doing their own words. That's dag nasty plus what? I don't get it.
Shagging.
That's like
British word for screwing.
Jesse Bridges says Emmys. Tristan Kraus says tunnels. Huh. Tunnels. Not sure how much of a story I have, but in college, do you guys have steam tunnels in your college that you get into and go around? Is that a thing, or is that just my college?
We had,
No, what is that?
We had yellow, because again, I went to school in Savannah. We had yellow fever tunnels that were throughout the city that people would sneak into, because it was a tunnel that they dug that would go from the hospital to the river, where they would take all the bodies out so that it wouldn't infect anybody else, and they're still there.
And you could get in there and party.
You could get in there, yeah. You can go to Forsyth Park and get in there and party. Well, there's no real party going on, but a lot of rats and roaches. Yeah.
Seems like that's what you would do in it if you were in college and they were abandoned. You'd party in it.
Well,
Yeah.
I
That
had
seems
these.
so
I
crazy.
had these two friends, Tommy and Jim, and they called themselves danger seekers, and they would do these like ridiculous, stupid things. Like they got up. There was this bridge called like the Talmadge Bridge that went over into South Carolina, and my friend Tommy like hung from the very bottom of the bridge, and it's like, you would die if you put that, just so he could hang an inflatable crayon from the bottom of the bridge, so he could say he did it. Or we had this giant TV tower in the middle of town called the WTOC Tower, and he climbed all the way to the top, and it's impossible to like get on these things. And he climbed all the way to the top of it just so he could put a foam shark bath puppet onto the top of the thing. So that was what they really loved doing. They loved
Where should we party tonight, guys?
Beta houses were locked down, so we can't go there.
Yeah.
We got shut
That's
down
boring.
after.
I'm tired of the
Anyway,
bar
man.
scene too.
The guys over at the rugby dorm are are on.
Ooh,
What?
you want to go to that torture dungeon that one guy kept all those women in?
The guy who got arrested last week when they
Yeah,
found
yeah.
all those women? That's
Yeah.
empty now?
Yeah.
It's not being used.
It's not being used. We could
That's
just light
true.
candles and read poetry or something. Do like a Dead Poet Society kind of
It's
thing.
like a.
I thought of a place.
What?
You know how at the hospital every time they use like needles, they throw it into that hazardous waste thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hazardous waste bin.
I know where they dump all that shit, and my uncle has a key to this big silo where they dump all that shit. We could party in there.
Dude, we should record something there. The acoustics are fucking awesome in those biohazard
Yeah,
silos.
man.
Yeah.
Because they're sealed. They're
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah, okay. So that could be it.
That's good.
And also,
You know that?
What?
By the beach, that dead whale washed up a couple weeks ago.
The one on the news.
Yeah, they still haven't.
That thing
Moved it
stinks
out of
up
the
the
way
whole
there? Yeah.
fucking city, man.
Well, at about 8 o'clock, the crews that are working to just like chop it up into bits and move it to another place, they always leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I like where
I'd
this
say
is
at this
going.
point, after a couple weeks, they probably emptied most of the organs out of it.
Let's go party in the whale.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
we
that
could
might
have
be
a
a cool
Jonah party.
Yeah.
Not to say we don't have like, just like an embarrassment of options here, but why don't we just get in my windowless van and go down to the nurses' college and find some single girls who don't have any extended family around and just ask them to party in the van?
I mean, we could, but I'd love to record something tonight.
That would be cool.
We all seem to have different agendas. You want to seem to make a movie no matter where
No,
we go.
music, bro. Acoustics.
Oh, yeah.
Music.
Sorry.
And my man has some like.
You think
a
a
couple of
windowless
really
van
good
is the way
songs.
to...
That's what I'm saying. No, I'd rather be in the biohazard
The
silo.
hazardous
Okay.
waste pile. All right.
We could go to that AIDS attic. There's good sound there.
What is that? What's an AIDS
You know, the
addict?
attic-
Remember when AIDS
Yeah.
first came out and nobody really knew what it was, and they kept everybody?
Yeah,
Put
when everyone-
everybody in one attic. They put
In that-
everybody
when
in
everyone
that
was
attic?
scared and
Yeah.
wrote musicals.
I heard they're
about it.
turning that into a whiskey bar soon.
Oh, so they're still remodeling. It's not
Yeah.
open yet.
Did they get the AIDS out of it?
I think so.
Oh, all right.
Why? Why does it matter? Is it,
Dude,
what are
you're
you
so ignorant.
You're homophobic?
You think you can
You're
just get
homophobe?
AIDS by
You're
walking
homophobe?
into a room in an attic?
I don't know, an AIDS attic where they stored. I mean, I know that it's you have to
Wait,
get it.
what
from
exactly
sexually
did they
transmitted,
store
but, like,
there?
there's got to be some kind of fumes or
They
something.
stored the people. They stored
Yeah.
the full-blown AIDS Kaposi sarcoma people there.
I mean, you don't think anything's soaked into the walls there or something, and
That's
then you
so
breathe, and then
ignorant.
Hey,
and then you
man.
breathe it in.
Dude,
I'm not being ignorant.
Take the blinders off, man. Take the blinders off, all right?
See?
Man, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go down to the whale.
Whoa. You're our fourth, bro.
Yeah, man. We need
Four-part
you.
harmony.
We need
He's
you.
right.
Okay, we need
Come
you to record.
on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I'm the only one with. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, hit record. Good.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I got the last.
And sing.
I got the last.
For, yeah, I didn't know what that's what it was for.
I actually don't know what the triangle's for. I know we had a show, and I
Oh,
go,
it's not
next...
yours?
No, it is.
Just-
We had one show, and I went, next time we need a triangle so we can, and I forgot what "so we can" was.
So we can
But you
hit,
definitely
triangle.
can.
But guys, we have to crap on some YouTube. That's the most fun part of the live stream shows. We can see the videos.
On YouTube.
I'm
What
into
do we
this
got?
titty
Okay,
robot.
this is called
Titty
Easy.
robot.
This is called Worms in Your Head. Submitted by...
Where are we watching it? On here?
Yeah.
I bet you thought I was fucking around when I said you got squiggly fucking worms in your fucking brain. You got fucking worms in your fucking head. This shit, your brain, did you fucking know that you have a brain? And inside your thick, stupid, worm-filled, fucked up brain is a big, squiggly fucking worm. And I have video fucking documentary evidence about it. Try to deny it, you dumb fucking worm brains. Ooh, you fucking can't. You mean half of the world's population really fucking does have motherfucking worms in their brain that can control their motherfucking personality? Am I fucking telling you that? You mean with these fucking vocal cords that you wish you could rip out because you just found out that you got worms in your fucking brain going la 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 la, and you've been too fucking thick-headed to let anything in except whatever fucking fantasy world that you've been in? Your little fag fantasy world, your homophobic
why'd
fantasy
you have to go there?
That's where you lost us.
We
I
were
love
with
it.
him.
That's where you lost us.
And it's because you got worms crawling around.
He was making
taking
such a
shit
good
in
point
your
about worms being in your brain.
Where's his video proof?
Wiggly worms.
If you got video
and
proof,
shit
I'd like to
from
see it.
fucking brains.
Yeah, he
And you know
shot
what?
it.
Now I got proof, and I'll shove it up in your fucking ass, twisting it the fuck around.
You're gonna get worms on your
Hoping
hands.
the fuck you come down here and rip my fucking vocal cords out for me,
He's really into his vocal cords.
Because you ain't. Because I'm
He's-
bigger than you.
He's
bitch.
like a one-man repetition
video,
exercise. He says the
documentary,
same
fucking
thing
evidence
over and
now.
over again.
This guy's shooting up an Applebee's
And
right
you
now.
can't disprove it, you worm brain bitch. What the fuck do you think about worms in your motherfucking head?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
You don't think
It's
you
becoming a
got
rap
worms
song.
in your motherfucking brain?
He does.
I
He sounds a
fucking
little
thought
like
so.
Snoop, doesn't he?
Get it all out.
You think you
I
got worms in your motherfucking
wiggly
brain in the
fucking
gin and
worm
juice?
Infested in your god-forbidden shithead brain, motherfucker. You
Oh, wow. He never really got past the one point. I thought he would expand.
But I love we
Yeah,
all
the
just
one
went
point that was made was
fag.
you.
Oh, come on, man.
Dr. Fandich,
Yes.
I want to talk to you about your latest paper. Now, of course, I'm instilling into everybody, even the people in the neurobiology department, publisher, Parrish, but yours is just a rant. It's a profanity-laced rant about worms in the brain, and it's an intriguing idea, but we need more proof.
Well, first of all, just let me say, you got worms in your brain, motherfucker.
No, I understand that.
We all got worms in
No,
our
right.
brains, motherfucker.
Right.
Okay. So that's kind of that's where I kind of started. That's where my starting point.
Gotcha.
And well, you know,
But what we need some lab proof that there are motherfucking worms in our motherfucking brains.
Well, I've done a lot of brain analysis, and I'll tell you the first thing that struck me when I was looking at photos of brains and things like that. Have you ever looked at a brain and noticed that it's a bunch of kind of pink squiggly things?
We cut to the past in the lab with one of his lab assistants. Doctor, I think I found something.
Yes.
On this one slide, we have some motherfucking worms, and on this other slide, I just put some regular worms. Do you see the difference? The
Well-
motherfucking worms are attracted to brain matter, whereas just regular worms are not.
Exactly, and the motherfucking worms are in the left brain, where we do most of our thinking and memory is stored and things like that, and then the right brain are just fucking regular worms. But the point that should be taken from this is your brain's all covered in fucking worms, like all over it. 100% of it is just crawly little creepy little wormies.
I still can't determine that it's 100% certain. I just think we should get these numbers correct, because if it's 100%, that means there's no brain. That means your brain is just worms.
Have you seen all the pink square? I understand that a doctor's best work comes from research. I understand
That's
that
what
we
I'm
can
here for,
prove
sir.
things through research, but it's pretty cut and dry. I don't think we need to go
Sir,
beyond just
one of the motherfucking worms escaped while we were just talking. It's not on the slide anymore.
Hello, Dr. Frundlich.
Hello?
Glad to see you got your motherfucking worms and your motherfucking brains published in the AMA. Congratulations.
Thank you. I worked very hard to get them there.
You've bumped my research on you've got cock-sucking beetles in your goddamn anus story to the back pages. Well played, sir. Well played.
Well, let's talk about what is more important in medicine.
Let's talk about the cock-sucking
I
beetles
think
in
we've
your
done-
goddamn anus.
I think we've done plenty of anus work in the medical profession.
have
We
we?
know all there is
Months
to know
later.
about anuses.
Sir, I was studying the motherfucking worms, as you directed me to,
Yes.
and some cocksucking ass beetles infected the petri dish that had the motherfucking worms. I'm afraid some of the worms appear to be cocksucking.
They're sucking
kind
the
of
worms'
hybrid.
cocks?
It's hard to tell, sir. All I know is yes, that must be the worms' cocks. They're cocksucking.
In all these years.
And some of the beetles look like they're motherfucking beetles, just on a quick
They-
look.
Doctor,
these-
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but this is really devastating. It really crushes the foundation of your original work.
What is
It
it?
turns out that none of those worms are motherfucking worms. There was a mislabel at the original lab, and these are titty-sucking worms. And we thought they were a combination of
God damn it.
motherfucking titty-sucking worms, but it's just not the case. I'm so sorry to have to tell you this.
I have a
We cut to
confession.
his neck. We cut to his next lecture.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, students, I was wrong. But it takes a real man and a real doctor to come up and admit that.
What kind of worms are they?
And what about my beetles?
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears as if my breakthrough hypothesis of the brain being full of motherfucking worms
Yes?
is incorrect.
What?
When in fact the brain is made up of a veritable melting pot of motherfucking worms, titty-sucking worms, cock-sucking
They're all
ass
different
beetles,
kinds of worms.
butt-fucking little maggots, juicy, cunt-licking little lizards. And that is my scientific word that I give to you.
Is this a
I've
negative
published-
thing or a positive thing?
It's any new information we can get on the brain is a positive thing. Now,
Oh, good.
this will help us in further brain surgeries.
Sir,
Yes.
Charlie Rose is on the phone.
Oh
He
my
wants
goodness.
you for his next brain special.
Really?
Yes.
Can I talk to him?
Sure.
Okay, excuse me.
Welcome.
everyone.
Thank you for coming here to Charlie Rose. My guest tonight is a landmark surgeon and doctor and studying neuropathy. He is known for his fantastic work in the world of studying motherfucking worms and motherfucking brains. I am pleased to have at my table Dr. Brett Frundlich. Thank you for coming here today. Now,
Oh, Charlie, it's an honor. Thank you so much.
now the brain. Now, what is it?
It's, Charlie, it's more than meets the eye. Our basic knowledge of the brain says that, and I know that this is common knowledge, that our brain is just made up of a series of motherfucking worms. Now, if we take a closer look, this took me a long time to accept, but if we take a closer look, the brain is made up of all. It's a forest. It's a jungle of material.
I'm going to read a quote from the American Journal of Medicine for you. It says here, this is from one of your colleagues. He's a well-esteemed man, Dr. Monkey AIDS, and he says, quote, Dr. Frundlich's work is nothing short of revolutionary, much like my work on the cocksucking motherfucking beetles. Dr. Frundlich has been a landmark in this. I wish him all the best. Your thoughts on that?
Well, this guy's been kind of on my ass about all this stuff.
See.
I didn't get to ask him about Tiger Woods.
Folks, can we have them call in and do their best story? Can we do that, Brett?
We don't have the call line.
We don't have the call line. What could we have our listeners do interactively?
I can read you questions.
Okay, let's do that.
Chat.
Sure.
Okay.
This is coming live. Oh, they're going to have to ask them on the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get them later then. Okay, let's go. While we wait for their questions, let's do another YouTube video.
Okay.
Crap on YouTube.
All right, this one is called "Please Move the Deer Crossing Sign."
Mission is all that's going on there. Now, Donna, you got quite the vent today. It sounds like what's going on with you.
Well, I wanted to voice my opinion on something that's been bothering me for a really long time.
Okay.
I tried writing the newspaper and contacting TV stations, but nobody seems to want to stay with this. So that's why I'm calling you guys.
What's the issue?
Well, over the past few years, I've been involved in 3 separate car accidents involving deer.
Mm-hmm.
With the population and everything. Each of these incidents, they've occurred shortly after I saw a deer crossing sign on the highway. Well, my frustration is that Minnesota and North Dakota Departments of Transportation would allow these deer crossings to be in such high traffic areas. I mean, I've even seen them on the interstate. Why are we encouraging deer to cross at the interstate?
Wow.
I don't get it. That's such a high traffic area. I mean,
Are you kidding?
I understand that deer are wild animals and they need to travel across the streets occasionally to survive. And, of course, to find food. But it seems to me that so irresponsible of us to allow these deer crossings to be in areas where these deer are so likely to be struck by oncoming traffic. I mean, wouldn't you agree? I mean, it's just. I mean, you think they would put deer crossings maybe in smaller towns, maybe during at a school crossing. It would be a safer place for them to cross.
Wait.
Put the deer crossing sign.
Deer crossings aren't telling deer that it's safe to cross there. It's just more of like an alert for drivers so they know it's like a high deer population.
The government put the deer crossings there. They can direct the deer population anywhere they want to by moving that deer crossing sign.
Is she joking?
Why not place it
Yeah.
on the highway or the interstate? I mean, God, there are so many other places I can think of than putting the deer crossing signs.
Okay. The question is she pranking them or is she crazy?
I think she's pranking them. That sounds like a
Really?
Phil Hendry.
Well, once she says if they move the sign, or unless that's very specifically crazy if she's.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I don't want to cause a scene. I'm not someone who does complain a lot about things.
Okay.
But I bought some tequila here last night.
Mm-hmm.
A liter bottle, and it's very expensive.
Yeah.
I get home. We're having a party. We had some people over, some friends of mine from Colorado. That's not important, but let me just say it was a nice party.
Okay.
And I was making margaritas, and I was also pouring shots. I don't want to say this loud in front of all the other customers, but there was a worm in the bottom of the tequila bottle.
Okay.
There was a worm in there. Okay.
You
and I almost threw up.
Okay. Well, you bought a very specific kind of tequila. It's a mezcal, and it has a worm in the bottom. That's
It's
part
a
of
very
its signature.
expensive tequila. I said I want your most expensive, and I get the one with a worm in the bottom. It was infected, and I'll tell you, a friend of ours, the doctor from Colorado, he had a few margaritas and he threw up. Okay. And I think it's because the worm was in there.
That's just a byproduct of the effects of alcohol
with worms in it.
Well, no, too much alcohol. No, people specifically buy this tequila because there is a worm in the bottom of it.
Oh, because people are crazy.
No, it's sort of like an authenticity thing because it comes from the agave plant. That's how we.
Oh, I thought that's
tequila.
what labels were for. Not let's put worms. Why don't I get some gas in my car and there's a dead raccoon in the tank to prove that the gasoline works.
Every.
Hi, I bought some spray paint from your hardware store.
Okay. Yes.
The other day.
Yes.
And okay, it says shake well. Okay, I assume to make sure all the paint is evenly dispersed. Right. And there's some kind of loud ball in there that's like making this terrible sound every time I shake it up. I assume it's taking up space that would have more paint in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that's a ball bearing there, and it's there for the equal distribution of weight. It's a very small ball bearing, and
I ran out of. I tried to paint.
Hey, buddy, I heard that too. I found one in mine. And if they're all rotten, if all your paint things are broken, there should be a recall. I had some stupid ball in mine too.
Okay. I tried to paint my barn with a can of spray paint, and it ran out before I could paint even one side of it.
That is foolish. That's absolutely
foolish. And I want that
extra
extra balls size worth of paint immediately. And
I felt like an idiot, like a baby with a rattle out there. I'm trying to do a serious job painting the side of a house. I look like a dumb little baby with a rattle.
Oh, I felt like a baby.
If you're painting a house or a barn, you should use these gallons of paint that we have, these gallons of latex paint and a sprayer. That's what you should be using.
Can I get a strainer just to make sure you didn't sneak any balls in there? Take up paint room?
There's no balls in it.
I know what the scam is. You throw bowling balls, tennis balls in the big gallons.
No, that's not what we do. That's specifically something that we use when there's aerosolized paint. We have to make sure
aerosolized. Don't make up words.
It's on the can.
And you expect me to pay all that money for the big one. You make the small one shitty, and you make me buy the big one.
Oh, I get it. That's how they scam you.
Yeah.
Look, hi. We haven't met before, have we?
Not that I know of, no.
And you own this T-shirt / liquor store and
liquor
paint
hardware
shop?
store. Yes.
Well, I was standing outside of your store, and there was a T-shirt that said, "I'm with stupid."
Right.
And I'll have you know, the arrow was pointing right at me.
Yeah.
And I'm not stupid.
Okay. Who you really need to blame is the person who bought that shirt, because
It's on display. It's on a mannequin, and I happen to be standing next to it. And the next thing I know, people are laughing at me.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, are you talking about that mannequin with the T-shirt out there?
I am.
Yeah, I have a problem with that too.
Okay.
Now it's being called stupid because I ain't the smartest guy in the world. But I don't want people to think I'm with some fucking mannequin.
We put that shirt on the mannequin in hopes that you will buy it, so you'll see I will look
what
like
am I
this.
going to do
and
with
I
a
can say this
mannequin?
No, I'm not. You're not buying the mannequin.
Dressmaker.
You're buying the.
Are you saying I'm poor?
No.
That I can only make ends meet by taking in some extra sewing?
Look, this might be because I'm stupid, and I am stupid and dumb. But I don't want to be associated with no mannequin saying I'm buddies with this guy.
Well,
I should reiterate. My problem isn't necessarily being called stupid. It's saying that I'm with a mannequin.
That was my problem, stupid.
All right. Well, I think the point is, all right, you know
like
what?
If the shirt said, "This guy's stupid, but I'm not with him," I'd have no problem.
I got a problem with it. I really like that T-shirt, and I want to buy it. But I was standing on the side of it that the arrow wasn't pointing at. I want to be the stupid guy.
All right, here.
Fix
look
that.
At this. Here, I have the mannequin right here. I'm taking the shirt off.
I don't know that mannequin.
Oh my God! But
I'm gonna fold
it
up.
I am a lady. You're gonna have those mannequin breasts hanging out? No.
All right.
No.
I can't seem. I am putting this shirt on.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
The Chamber of Commerce has come down. They're mad that you have a monopoly on everything in town.
Well, look.
I mean, you gotta pick and choose here, buddy.
Well, look. If the liquor's not selling, it's a rough economy. If the liquor's not selling,
and you know what? We found a
to back
direct
me
correlation between the graffiti problem and the fact that you sell alcohol and spray paint side by side.
Well,
and sing. That would be a problem. Folks, let's go back to the Twitter line just for a little bit of variety here. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
I have a stupid shirt in the line.
Here is your one-word suggestion from Twitter.
Marcus Stuff says snatcher. What's a snatcher? Sounds nasty. Naveen C says cactus. Oh my God, 2 people in a row say cactus. I'm not even fucking kidding. Cactus. Crazy.
Yeah.
We got to address it. Mike Callaghan said cactus. Are you and Naveen fucking? That's my question to you.
Send cactus in.
All right, sir. I think you're really going to enjoy this. This is a Highland Peruvian cactus. It's a very exotic plant.
It's a succulent.
It's a succulent. And we've got with it some orchid jelly, and we've also got some gluten-free communion wafers that you can just put right on there.
No, orca, that is whale?
Mm-hmm.
That's whale jelly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm surprised that's legal. That doesn't strike me as something.
Well, it's a delicacy, and we have our chef is a quarter Inuit. So legally he's allowed to prepare it and share.
It's all above board. It's all above board. Well, let's go with that. I mean, that sounds,
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Interesting. I'm kind of like a huge Tony Bourdain fan, and I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to.
Tony Bourdain, you are.
I'm trying to have. Yeah, well, I've met him, but yes.
I sent you to the grocery store for diapers.
Okay.
And you've come back with what?
Okay. All right, just hear me.
What's so funny?
Hear me out. It's a grape that's filled with smoke, and it's also a baby.
That's our baby.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's also a baby?
I mean it's for the baby.
It's a grape that has smoke in it. Is that
grape.
What you just said?
It's a grape, and you chew it, and then smoke comes out of your face.
William, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The guy sent it.
Why would I need a grape that makes smoke come out of your face?
You don't, but I do.
Shh.
I'm sorry. Is there a problem? There's something wrong with the grapes?
No, they were great. They were awesome, but I was supposed to.
They're not smoky enough?
No, they were great. They were, but I'm supposed to get diapers. I'm supposed to just get some garden variety diapers for my baby.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So
well, it's a shame.
You married?
Huh?
You married?
No. I'm married to food, to exotic, delicious food.
I wish I were.
You know.
That's what I tell you.
I want you to try something. Okay, I'm not going to try to push this on you.
No.
This is expeller press salami oil.
Expeller press salami.
It's made by monks.
Expeller press. Oh, from like a
big
actual
wooden,
big wooden printing press.
Yep. And they squeeze the salami until they get the oil out. Just taste this.
Let me try that.
Let me just put that on your tongue.
Oh.
It's good, right?
It's interesting. That's what it is.
Right.
More than good.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hook me up. Let me have some of that.
Really?
And diapers.
Where have you been? It's past midnight.
Look, sweetie.
I had to cut out my wedding dress to make diapers.
Just put
That's
this.
all we have.
Okay. I think you're going to be completely fine with me once I put this on your tongue. Let me
What
just
is
put this on
this?
your tongue.
Is this some kind of grape smoke device?
No, just close your eyes and just. Remember when we were young and we had open minds? I want you to think about like that time, and I want you to just think about that right now. Okay.
Really having an open mind.
Okay.
right now.
Here we go. All right. There you go.
Oh.
Huh?
I'm a vegan. What did you just feed me?
Don't judge it. It's just it's an interesting flavor. Why are you?
It tasted like.
Yeah, we got all kinds of diapers. I can just show you to the aisle here. Let's just go back past the
all right.
gourmet food aisle.
Wait a minute.
here.
Wait. Whoa. Pump the brakes. What are these?
Oh, this is Tony Bourdain brand Worcestershire sauce.
He's making his own.
Yeah. It's $20 a bottle, but I've heard it's the best. I've heard it's really good, and it's got it actually has squid ink in it. Yeah. Which kind of gives it a little bit of a darker texture and flavor and stuff like that. I bought one and it was really good. But I mean, anyways, let's get you to those diapers.
$20 a bottle?
$20 a bottle, yeah.
Well, let's just take 3 then.
3? You can do it by the case. It'll be like $1 less each or something like that.
Pack
it comes
it up.
with about
Pack
20
it
in
up.
a case.
Let's buy a gross. Yeah.
Okay, great. And diapers are right over here, and I'll have the.
All right, great. Wait, whoa. Hang on a second. What are these? These are intriguing. What are these? These look like fingernails. These look like tiny fingernails.
Yeah, those are tiny fingernails. It's in our ethnic food section.
Are these baby fingernails? Am I reading
fingernails.
the Spanish
Yeah,
right?
it's a delicacy in Korea, and they actually package them up and they put a little sea salt and paprika on them.
16 years later.
Whoa. Hello?
Daddy?
Yes. Oh, my
Cynthia.
My
Your
child,
daughter,
my
yeah.
daughter?
I haven't seen you ever.
Wow.
Mom wouldn't let me until I was 16 even talk to you, but I just want to know what happened. What happened to you?
Cynthia, baby, I have a taste for the
It reeks
exotic
in here.
that you. It reeks or smells intriguing. Cynthia, come on in. Come on in.
Ned, what's going on? The haunted peanut butter's getting cold.
Hang on. This is.
Folks, let's crap on YouTube. I'm loving the videos. Will it be another crazy person?
Crap on YouTube.
Who knows?
Okay, this one is called Sexy Vegan Surprise.
Oh, I just said vegan.
Perfect. Cactus.
This video is not for children. You must be at least 18 years old to watch this video, and you must also be a vegan. Carnists are not allowed to watch this video. Press stop right now.
Fuck you.
If you want to rape, torture, and murder my friends, then you do not get to watch this video.
Rape.
It is a
Should we
special
shut it off,
treat
guys?
just for vegans. Thank you.
Oh, I could listen to his lips click like that all day.
Hello, vegan ladies. John Sackers here. If you've seen some of my videos and you've heard me talk about how much I love vegan vaginas, then chances are you have probably fantasized about me licking your vagina. By all means, if you are a dedicated animal rights activist and vegan, I would love to lick your vegan vagina. But the world is so very big, and I am so very busy, that the fact is, I just don't have time to fly all around the world and lick all of your beautiful vegan vaginas. So, I thought I'd make a video. In this video, it'll be like POV, point of view. So you can fantasize that I am licking your vagina. What you can do is put your laptop between your legs, and you can fantasize that instead of me licking the air, I am licking your vagina. You can get your fingers a little moist
Have some water.
and touch yourself and pretend that it is my tongue that is touching you.
I'd like to know if there
And
was
by all means,
one woman who did this.
I'm not gay. I'm heterosexual, so I would like to
gay. I don't know if
there's one guy
fantasize
that
about
did
licking
this.
your vagina.
Why did you
But
have
if
to
you are
preface that with he's
a
not
gay
gay?
man and you want to pretend that I'm
I
licking
see.
your balls
That's
or
why.
your penis or your penis or something, go ahead. It's basically going to be a video of me licking and
just
whoever
get
you
to it. I
are
can't hear him
and
talk.
whatever part of your body you would like licked. You can
Stop it.
fantasize that I am licked.
It's just gonna get
Maybe
worse.
lick the
He looks like
insides of your
Carrot Top
beautiful
a little bit,
thighs a
doesn't
little bit too.
Gross. Stop it. Hey, I was gonna eat your pussy.
Oh, that would be amazing. Are we ready?
Can I ask you a question now first?
Sure.
Are you a carnist?
I'm sorry?
Are you a carnist?
Is that like a carnival work? I don't know what that is. Carnist?
It's from the word carne.
I'm sorry, can you speak? I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was just when I'm about to eat pussy, I get all whispery. A lot of times you speak loud in a normal voice. Women don't want you down there near the pussy. It
right.
seems a little loud for being near
Wow,
pussy.
you take on a total different persona. Can we find a happy medium, maybe?
It's just, do you want me to get
Oh, no. That's okay. But what is a carnist? What is that?
Oh, you know the word carne, meat.
Meat. Oh,
Yes.
do I eat meat?
Carnivore.
Oh, yeah, I eat meat. Yeah.
Well, let's see here. I do make exceptions because I am digging you, and I am digging the way your pussy looks.
Thank you.
What did you eat meat-wise last? What's the last thing you ate meat-wise?
I had a Reuben.
Reuben?
Yeah.
On rye?
Yeah, it was on rye.
Real greasy one?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get it? Art's? Jerry's?
I think I got it at Jerry's.
Yeah. They make those really big, thick ones.
God, you know, for somebody that doesn't eat meat, you know a lot about this.
Well,
stuff.
I eat a lot of pussy.
Oh.
So...
Right.
You start to know. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Okay.
You start to know.
Okay.
And to be honest, the big deli, those big meaty deli sandwiches, they can really rank up a pussy, to be honest.
Okay, that's
You're
gross.
not.
That's
Well,
really offensive.
You know what's gross is killing animals and raping them, which is what you call
Raping them?
We like to say.
All right, so Sheila, we're just going to put the pediatric speculum in you right now.
Okay.
Just to check out what.
It's not too cold, is it?
Here. Yeah, no, it's not at all. We warm it up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just going to you can feel a little bit of pressure, a little bit of scraping here. You've been eating at Jerry's?
What's that?
Have you been eating at Jerry's?
I think so. Yeah. How do you?
That's interesting. It's just there's an interesting. You eat a big deli platter, it really kind of has a way of.
I'm on a deli cleanse right now.
You're on a deli cleanse?
Yeah.
Oh, Sheila,
I'm just eating rubies and pickles.
Rubens and
pickles.
and pickles?
Yeah.
Oh, Sheila, this is.
Is it
Forgive,
a problem?
I'm going to use a medical term, but this is really ranking up your pussy. It's really.
I beg your pardon.
The vagina is a very sensitive area. It's a repository. It's one of the most sensitive membranes in the female
Cut to
body.
Jerry's. Welcome.
Hey, good to see you, our
Hi,
favorite.
Where have you been? You haven't been around all week.
Well, I've got bad news.
What's happening?
Seems my pussy's all ranked up from eating here.
What?
Old
Has this
wives'
happened
tale.
before?
That's an old goyim. Old.
That is something from the old country.
I mean, I was doing the
The
egg cream
racism.
douche like you said,
Yeah.
Right?
and and I've been feeling great.
Rubies and pickles.
Yeah,
Rubies and the
Rubies and
pickles.
pickles.
but apparently, there was this guy. He was so hot too, and he was almost gonna eat my pussy. I mean, I'm telling you, this guy.
Was it kosher, you pussy?
Well, I don't
You've
know.
been following what we said?
You're not.
Oh, Jerry.
Pussy's not trafe, is it?
No. But anyway, it didn't work out. And I'm like unlucky in love and unlucky at the gyno because they're saying it's because I stink to high heaven.
Look, I'll tell you what. I just got this great Hitler concert live tour T-shirt I want to give you.
Oh, ooh.
Everyone will love it. It's very satiric if you read the whole
love it.
thing.
Can I tell them that a Jewish guy gave it to me in case people
Oh,
are
yeah, of
Of
course.
I think they'll know. They'll
Yeah,
know.
they'll
It's so
get it.
ironic. It's
You
so
have
ironic.
to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now, this is going to be...
Oh, baby. I don't care that you're a carnist.
Oh, thank you.
I'm like way into. Hey, why don't you take that jacket off and maybe
Okay.
take some other stuff off too? You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Let's get comfortable.
Zip. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Whoa! Put it back on. Put it back on.
What's
What?
wrong? I'm hot,
Hitler World Tour?
It's funny.
In what way? That's
In
disgusting.
a Jewish way. The guy that gave it to me...
In a
It's
Jewish
disgusting.
way? That's directly offensive to Jewish people. And here
No,
I
no,
was
no,
about
no,
to
no,
really
no. Read the whole thing.
munch you
Read
out.
the whole thing. Read the whole thing and eat my pussy, please. Please.
All right, I can't read the thing and eat your pussy at the same time.
to
I have a
we
video
cut to
of
Ribs
me.
USA. How are you doing, young lady? Dining alone tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a special tonight. You can have the presidential platter.
Okay.
It's a full baby back rib rack, and you can rape it out back before we.
I can rape it out back?
We barbecue it. If you want to rape it out back.
Now, is that...
We let you pick what you get to rape what you eat here at Ribs USA.
Wow. I'm just starting to be a foodie. Is that a thing? Is that a...
Yeah, if you want it really tender.
Okay. What the heck? Yeah. I'll rape a... am I raping the meat or the cow or...
I knew it. There you are.
What?
I knew it.
You.
See?
I thought you were a woman sitting in that corner because of all that eyeliner.
And see. Okay, guys, from the people watching us as we speak right now, I'll let you answer any of these three. We just have to answer them seriously. If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do with your time left on Earth? That's an interesting one if you think of it seriously. What's the last thing you bought that you're ashamed of And what was your most awkward experience with a stranger? Those are all pretty loaded.
What was the second one? Oh,
Last
something
thing you bought that you were ashamed of. Ashamed of. Not sure I can remember. I don't know how many things I bought. Period.
Was
I'm
the
ashamed
last
of.
thing I bought ashamed of? Well, I don't know. There may be.
Is it that Hiller T-shirt?
Maybe, yeah, it could have been. It could have been. But I know there's something that like every time it pops up on my iPad, I delete it every time. But I know when I first moved out here to LA, it was like right around the time that Rent came on HBO. And it's like, I don't like Rent. I don't like that musical. Just one really good song on it. But I really missed seeing New York when it snowed. And it looked so great. And I was like, oh, God, this is like, I was so homesick and I was so missing it. So I bought it. I bought Rent so I could watch New York when it snowed. And then I found out it was all shot like on an Italian soundstage, too. It wasn't even shot in New York. Or some parts were. But every time it comes up, I'm like, oh, God, what if somebody sees this? I'm like, delete it.
Why are you ashamed of Rent?
It's just because I don't like, I'm not a huge musicals fan. I don't like, especially that musical. I just find it so pretentious and overdramatic and all that stuff. And then it's like, yeah, and there it is. It's on my goddamn...
Would you rather have Mamma Mia or Rent on your computer?
Oh, well, Rent. I'd rather have Rent
really?
than Mamma Mia. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't even know what Mamma Mia is necessarily, but I would. I at least know it snows in New York in Rent, and I at least have that visceral pleasure of that.
See, I would think Mamma Mia for me just because I know the songs.
Yeah. Is it all? They're all just ABBA songs? Right?
Yeah.
Have you seen Mamma Mia? It's pretty bad.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's what every musical.
Every jukebox musical doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and it's just like they'll take a bunch of songs. Like
okay, guys, we got the whole Billy Joel library. We just need to make it all make sense in one story.
All of it. Wait,
okay.
Well, let's start. I have an idea.
We have turnstiles. Okay. Do you have turnstiles?
I don't even know that, but I know we have the whole. Can you not pick the most obscure ones? Like, can we start with Piano Man?
I think this is pretty simple. Okay. There's a piano man. He lives in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Okay,
and
this is a good start, not turnstiles.
When we meet him, he's moving out.
Okay, this is it. This is a great.
That's why I am a regionally award-winning librettist. This is the
first 3 songs of the musical right there.
So we open
living in Allentown.
That's low-hanging fruit. That's all.
Can he be going to Saigon?
Ooh.
Why can't he be going to Cold Spring Harbor? Remember Cold Spring Harbor?
Oh my God, is this another obscure one?
I dissipate our energies. Perhaps we don't fulfill each other's
I thought he would visit his grandfather, Captain Jack, in Cold Spring Harbor.
Oh,
now,
that's
guys,
gonna work. Captain Jack's a great character.
I know I'm the kind of the younger guy on the writing team.
Oh no!
But, I don't know.
Uptown Girl.
I'm more into a more modern telling of that. I mean, let's say that I don't know. In the middle of the night, he goes walking down his street or something like that. We open on in the middle of the night. He goes walking down his street.
Okay.
Oh, I know, and he sees a figure.
Just as a starting off point.
He sees a figure, and this figure is acting tough. This figure just has to be a big shot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got it.
Didn't you?
He did.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. He just.
But go there. He's got to be.
He's got a big shot.
And
he and our protagonist.
Captain Jack.
Yep. He's got a rusty revolver.
The piano man.
He's got a rusty
grandson
revolver.
of Captain Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
In his back, and he shoots the guy.
I don't know. What's that?
Like the Ballad of Billy the Kid.
Yes.
From a town known as Oyster Bay, Long Island. Kill a boy with a 6-pack in his hand.
So did we cover all the big songs? I think.
Yeah, I just want to use my blackball. Nothing after An Innocent Man. I'm sorry, kid. But Stormfront, River of Dreams.
Yeah, I don't know any of that.
Well, that's every
What if we had him meet a fresh-faced, kind of kooky gay guy with big sunglasses, and they decide to go on a tour together?
Well,
his name will be Melton Schmine.
Hang on. Yeah.
But that's not a song. That's just what he actually.
But that's part of the category. That's part of the category.
If I went to see a Billy Joel musical and they didn't have an Elton John reference, I'd be upset. And
Really?
while we're at it,
You know in their history that they're best friends.
Oh yeah, they both play.
while we're at it, we're gonna have to incorporate 2 fake hips and a bunch of drunk driving charges. We have to.
And scene.
Oh God, it's absolutely all I know about Billy Joel.
Me too.
Fucking Will was
That
ready
was
to go on
he was,
forever.
That's
Deep
that's
cuts.
the one art. There's an embarrassing thing about it. That was the one artist who I owned every single album.
No
from
shit.
when I was a kid.
Completionist.
That was it.
What's the name of the Russian album?
The Russian album?
Yeah, didn't you do a live concert
Oh
in Russia?
yeah, but again, that was post Innocent Man. Anything after Innocent Man, he's dead to me.
Well, what the hell? I mean, there's
Yeah.
only like 10 records there that you're talking about.
There's a dozen.
Have you ever heard his?
There's a
He was
dozen.
in
There's
a
2 more.
metal band before he was Billy Joel.
Whoa. I think they were called like Falcon or
Something like that.
It
It's
was a
something
bird, yeah.
intense. Yeah. Look it up. It's a trio. It's like a power trio,
Yeah,
and Billy
where there's
Joel
a
has like
piano in a metal trio.
Yeah.
Didn't he start playing piano in a piano bar? Like that's how he started out, literally, is the song.
so.
All right, well, let's do, I think we like the videos. There, we're having fun with that. Let's crap on YouTube again.
Crap on
It's
YouTube.
been 2 crazy people so far.
All right, this one is how not to defend atheism.
I'm betting this is no different.
Is this Union Square? No.
Chud Reinhold. I love that name.
This might be UC Berkeley.
It'd be a lot freer if people like you were put in prison as retaliation for the collective crime of racism, anti-Semitism, misogyny, and homophobia.
God.
All you fucking God-botherers are war criminals and liars and charlatans.
Look at this person.
Atheism forever.
Oh boy.
Oh
This
no.
is real. I'm throwing back everything you dirty Gorim have thrown back at us.
For our listeners, he's yelling at a guy with an anti-atheist
He
sign.
killed Jews because his non-existent God told him to. Hitler was a practicing Catholic. Hell, I even found on the internet a picture of a Nazi swastika. It was made by the Nazis, and it had a cross on it. It said, "God is with us," in German. Yeah, so don't give me that crap about Nazis. You know what?
God.
Atheism is apolitical. Stalin was an atheist, but you know who else was an atheist? Ayn Rand. So atheism has got nothing to do with politics, but only about the facts. And the fact is, you look up in the sky, and you know what you see? Sky, clouds, and the sun. Fly up in a plane over the clouds, you see more sky, more clouds, more sun. Oh, and I really don't fucking appreciate your medication claim. It's because of you people also got effective drugs banned. It's because of you people that just say no crap. Medicinal marijuana works. Psychedelics work. Look up the research. It was suppressed because of that Quaker bastard Nixon and his paranoia.
I gotta say, I agree with every single thing he said so far.
I tried debating with you people, but you'll say, "Oh, God did it, and he's this magical man."
This guy's also barefoot, by the way, the guy yelling.
He's less real than Mickey fucking Mouse. And frankly, the
He's holding his
company is
keys like he's just
responsible for
running
a
out to
lot more
change laundry too.
destruction in this world than organized religion.
Are you capable of a two-way conversation?
Only with rational people, and this proves you're not a rational people. You're going around spreading lies about atheists while I'm just trying to correct them with the truth, and I have to raise my voice in order to be heard by choruses. You know where I come from? You people ruined the South. I'm from the South. You people are the reason the South is a shithole. You people turned the South into a shithole. You people are responsible for slavery.
Why are you afraid of a reasonable...
Because I'm trying to stop you from killing any more Jews and any more queers. Okay? It's you people who are responsible for the suppression of homosexuality. You people are responsible for proposition hate. You people are responsible for DOMA. You people are responsible for everything.
Guys,
For
everything
all of
he's
the
saying is
attacks on
true,
gay
though.
people.
As loud as he is.
Yep, Ayn Rand was an atheist.
Excuse me, churchgoers.
Hey.
Churchgoers.
Whoa, whoa,
Everyone
whoa,
in this
you're
church.
stepping on my foot.
Everyone in this church, you listen to me.
Hey, you weren't invited in here.
Yes, the front it said, we welcome all people out front, and so I decided to come in because it's you people. It's you people.
Hey, bring it down a notch.
How are you
we're all
sweating in
listening.
the middle of winter? It's freezing cold outside.
I walked over here from my apartment because I don't have a car. I walked over. I walk everywhere. And yes, I was carrying my laundry to the laundromat. And I had to put it down, and it was very heavy because I haven't done it in 3 weeks. And you listen to me, you queer killers.
This is our Easter service, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, Easter. Oh, so you bow before a little bunny rabbit and you shove chocolate in the faces of your children, and you tell me that obesity isn't your fault?
Sir, you just
You're blaming us for obesity?
You just did a backflip.
There is an obesity epidemic in this country, and it is because every April, Easter, you shove chocolate in the faces of your children, and you make them do an egg walk instead of an egg run.
Hunt, what are you talking about?
I don't know if I want you to be my lawyer, man. This is I feel like you're gonna just make my case
But
worse.
the crime you've committed is not. You didn't. The only crime you've committed is being a compassionate human.
No, I listen. I was.
As am I.
I was selling weed on the street. I didn't want to.
We cut to the courtroom. Okay, it's your witness.
Your Honor.
Whoa.
Marijuana works.
Get off my desk.
If you need to go to sleep, it helps you sleep. If you need to
put my gavel down.
No.
Ouch.
It's my gavel
my
now.
knuckles.
Your Honor, I call for a mistrial. This is ridiculous.
I would hit the gavel now, but he has it.
I gavel you, sir. There is no mistrial, and that is what's wrong with the American judicial system, is that anything can be called a mistrial. You can just call anything a mistrial, and innocent people like.
So we're giving you your own show on Fox.
Ooh,
listen.
Woo! On Fox?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it, but I don't like them.
That's okay. We just want to hear.
I preferred MSNBC or CNN at the worst.
Are you
but
guys
all
filming
right.
this? We should just be filming him all the time because. I mean, I can tell you when to start, but I have a feeling. Do you want a subject?
Okay. No, here we go.
Hang on,
No, I don't need
turn
one.
the camera on.
Ladies and gentlemen
Here we go.
of America, look into the sky. What do you see?
Should I pan up?
Pan up.
Sky.
Pan up.
Look at what you see. Look into this studio. Lights that energy brought through wires made by not a god. Yes, look at the wires. If God was real,
No one's
why would there
arguing
be
with-
wires? Why would we have wires? We wouldn't need wires. His gracious natural light would light up everything, but he only does that outdoors for half of
abortion
the day.
in Texas. Go.
Abortion in Texas?
Yeah.
What? Everyone in Texas? Everyone should get an abortion in Texas. Everyone should be allowed to have an abortion. Everybody should be allowed to have one. Everybody should go get one. If everyone
We
in
cut
Texas.
to this guy. He keeps going on this rant, but now he's on a first date in a quiet restaurant.
And look,
I agree
look,
with you.
wires.
I agree
Look
with
at
you.
the wires. Look at all the wires.
I'm an atheist. You don't have to.
What?
I don't believe in God like you, so you don't have to yell at me.
That's
where I go to rape the cow.
Yeah, it's back here.
Oh,
this is one of those fancy places where you get to rape the cow you eat.
I have to be honest with you right now. I do a lot better when I have someone with an opposing view in front of me and I have something to yell about.
Well, that's why I was attracted to you when I saw your show.
Excuse me, the gentleman at the other table sent over this orca jelly and smoke-filled grapes for you. Enjoy.
For me?
For both of you.
Oh, you must be a fan of yours.
Where did that from a real orca?
Yes, from a real whale, a real killer whale.
And it's just okay with you that orcas are murdered and
Yes, I suppose it is.
made into jelly?
Yes. I have other.
How many wires do you have
and
in this?
I have other
And
tables.
as your doctor, it's stress is leading to your heart condition. You just need to calm down.
And is this
Take a
covered?
Okay, what you're doing right now?
Will my medical treatment be covered?
Let's just
Or will it be people like you that say that I have to pay an arm and a
I'm trying
leg?
to help you, sir. I'm your doctor.
Okay.
I just want to use a calm, pussy-eating voice. Okay. Just calm down, and I'm going to prescribe you to use a pussy-eating voice for the rest of the week.
Okay,
Just
I've
for
never
one
been a
week.
pussy before. So.
Have you ever yelled at a pussy? It sounds like you might have. Have you ever gotten into
kind
a
of my
pussy?
thing.
I'm glad I found you. Yeah, my pussy disagrees with everything you think. You better go at it.
Lie down, sister. Put your hair back. This is gonna be a doozy.
Okay.
And scene. Folks, this has been Improv for Humans. This is what happens when we don't have a female on the show. Yeah. Turns into a frat party. But we had fun, just like at a frat party, didn't we?
Yes,
Will,
we did. Absolutely.
Will, where can we find you on the internet?
Oh my God! You tell me.
No.
My Facebook page has a bunch of like things I just did with College Humor. College Humor. I think I'm on College Humor a lot right now. There we
There you go. Mookie?
At Lil Mookie B on Twitter, LILMOOK. Oh, there it is right there. Well, for the listener of the audio version, LILMOOKIEB.
Great.
And yeah.
Good stuff. Seth?
I think there's a Benson interruption from the Del Close Marathon where I do Bob Duca.
I was
the
in
most
that.
recent- Yes, that's the
That
most
was
recent
very
thing.
funny.
Thank you. But that's my internet presence right now.
Okay. And this very show. He can
and this show.
Plug the show, listen to the show again. MattBesser.com, folks. Come on, buy one of my albums. Why not? Only $2. Album? You don't like me saying album?
No, I think album's great. I'm saying you have an album.
No, I know. It's not really. It's a recording. We discussed that last show. What do you
yeah.
call them? What do you call them, Brett, these days? Everything's on vinyl these days.
Downloads.
But album as a concept. It's not
Is
the actual
it?
physical.
Is it?
It's not the actual physical thing.
That's true?
Yeah.
It's a collection.
The album is song 1 to song 12. That's an
Interesting. So I can't say album.
Yeah.
So what if it's only like 8 songs or 6 songs? That's still an album. An EP is an album.
Yeah.
All right. So we can keep saying album, folks. Keep being human.
Music by Dragoon. This has been Matt Besser's Improv for Humans.